World Youth Forum for Ethics in Business unites the next generation of leaders and creates an open platform for the discussion between ages 18 and 35 to discuss ethics and, more importantly, to take action. We, the participants of the World Youth Forum for Ethics in Business 2013, have forged bonds that now connect us through the world. It is a pleasure to be here with my friends who are now more like brothers and sisters.
Did anyone understand me? No. Could you hear me? No. What you just saw and experienced is actually the experience of many people from varying communities around the world whose voices have been struggled to be heard. Born to hearing impaired parents and caring for a sister with severe multiple disabilities, I was brought up to confront faces and issues surrounding inequalities and injustice arising from a lack of education and services. We, representing 4 continents, are here to engage and represent the existence of justice by taking active responsibility in tackling society's problems and incorporating shared value amongst businesses. We are the voice of youth, the voice that have been on a very long journey to get here today with one aim: to be heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the world today, there are many unethical issues that are actually posing great damage and great challenge to our society. For example, I come from Kenya. I was born and raised in the urban slum. It's called Korogosho, where many people are not able to access basic facilities and basic services. Let me tell you, the poverty that I experienced, the poverty that we are witnessing in the world today, is not natural. It is man-made. It is caused by government officials who are not accountable. It is caused by leaders who are corrupt. It is caused by businesses that do not care about shared value, only think about the profit. It is caused by individuals who do not care about ideals. But I'm not here to discuss the problem only, because we've heard a lot about the problem. I think the story is much more than just a problem. There are quite a bit of solutions. And young people are doing so much to make a difference. I sit in the United Nations Youth Advisory Board, and I also engaged with youth at the community and national levels. And I can tell you, young people are doing great work to make a difference in the world today. For example, like I told you, I was born and brought up in Korogosho, and in my community, there's an organization called the Youth Congress. It has now partnered with businesses to try and equip young people with entrepreneurship skills to tackle the major problem of unemployment in our country and in that part of the world. We also know that in Kenya, young people and the private sector came together, actually with one of the companies came together, and they were able to invent one of the money transfer technology, which is a great, great initiative, a great model that has made a transfer of money quite convenient and quite easy. That basically shows what young people and businesses can do together. And there are many positive examples across the world, across the globe, of how young people are doing amazing work, how young people are trying to make a change. I would like to encourage all of us to tap in the talent, creativity, skills, energies, and dynamism of young people. Because young people are part of the solution. We are not the problem. Also, it is very important to realize that our future depends on our individual and also collective action to promote personal and business ethics. Most importantly, we must come together and we must refuse to accept the prevailing situation and the social attitudes that being unethical is the norm. We must come together and do something. All of us have a role to play. Thank you.
it's become obvious to me how we humans tend to overthink things, forgetting that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. The mind is there to translate the heart. The question is, are we open to the possibility that the answers to our greatest challenges have actually been hiding in plain sight? The wisdom and technologies exist today. And so, if we have the keys, what's the obstacle? Isn't it obvious that unify and prosper is the answer to divide and conquer? This forum is definitely a step in the right direction. Together, we have the experience, the resources, and the fresh, youthful perspectives required for piercing the veils of our most elusive challenges. We offer the following solutions for businesses tackling society's problems. Imagine collaboratively modeling an ideal corporate structure, a cooperative social enterprise showcasing the most ethical policies, CSR initiatives, and advanced democratization technologies within its very DNA. This includes focus on equality, quality of life, growth, transparency, accountability, and open collaboration. These key unifying and empowering strategies will unleash the infinite potential of social movements and their solidarity in purchasing power. Because that's exactly what's happening. It's time to act radically logical, which means being radically ethical. Because without ethics, we have no long-term plan.
In the past few days, I have met an amazing group of young people from all walks of life. Even though we had different experiences and perspectives, we still managed to unite together to come and address ethics in business. Through dialogue and learning, we successfully not only held informative sessions on a variety of topics from leadership to personal ethical responsibility, but also got the Belgium community involved in the discussion. Having been part of the whole process, I can attest to the importance of having such a discussion. I grew up in a remote rural society where high levels of corruption, gender inequality, and poverty were in all levels of society. When I left in search of a better opportunity, I found the same challenges resonating within developed societies. I realized then, these issues are universal and should be addressed as so. I believe the world is small. Individuals, great or small, have a role to play, and so should be respected. To build a prosperous world, we must find a possible way to cooperate. Having been part of the World Youth Forum, I am now convinced more than ever that it's possible to change this culture. Our presence here today as the youth attests to our ongoing commitment to address business ethics, not just in our countries, but on a global scale.
Wait, I don't think that's enough. Dialogue and mere presence? We need concrete action. Now, we may be young, but we're still consumers. And I'm not sure if we're your target market now, but I promise you that eventually we will be. We're all consumers. Now, we can change the way that businesses act. I, as a youth, I pledge to vote with my wallet. I will choose ethical consumers.
I agree, but I really want to work with an organization which takes responsibility of education and community outreach.
With all due respect, guys, I think we're forgetting something here. Those might be concrete, future motives that you want to follow. But let's not forget what we've already accomplished here at HASL and in Belgium in the past few days that we've been here. Just 17 of us reached out to spread awareness about the issue of ethics in HASL. And in just 2 days, not only did we physically reach over 1,000 people through universities, going to classes, approaching professors, but through social media, we reached more than 13,000 people. In fact, this just shows how great the power of the youth is. And it all culminated in a conference at the University of HASL called Jailbreaking Ethics, where we had a whole panel of ethical leaders. I think we should be proud, not only of ourselves, but of the power of the youth to achieve the impossible when we set our minds to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we the youth are reclaiming our societal responsibility. So join us and let's stand for ethics in business.